shell accounts that are paying people to like ship cocaine into the States. Like, and then everyone's like, nah, but the government didn't bring in coke and start the crack epidemic. But it's like, nah, that conspiracy theory has been proven true. All the all the shit with Osama. Remember that shit? Like,
right. Him being a CIA operative that was actually working with the government. That from what I was told,
yeah, there was a couple.
And then he turned, and when he turned, he had all these weapons and had all this knowledge and shit like that, which is why he was so dangerous. But it was like at the same time, they knew where he was, but couldn't kill him yet because they wanted to kind of know. And then as time went on, it was like, look, motherfucker, some shit's gonna pop off eventually. You probably need to stop this motherfucker. And then they didn't, and then boom, now we got 9/11.
Yeah, so what?
That's not a conspiracy. That's fact. Now there's some there's extra parts in that, but even with this shit, bro, this Epstein shit is so crazy because at the end of the day,
it was the whole Illuminati rumor, and now it's
we knew this shit all along.
Jeffrey Epstein,
but again, he's you know what's so crazy with how crazy this is? He's still a feather on the fucking wing of
there's gotta be more. I mean, even what.
Bro, where the smoke is fire, bro. Think about it. You think he's the only one with a fucking island? You think he's the only one doing the shit? You think he's the only one tapped in and a part of it? That's what I'm saying.
Why do you think
bigger than him?
Why do you think all the politicians are rich in the first place? Well, like you talk about where there's smoke, there's fire, and I'm not even talking about like freaky sex trafficking. I mean, I have to stop here and mention that isn't the U.S. like top sex trafficking destination? Yeah. One of them in the world.
No, nigga, stop what you saying. Don't ask the question.
I mean,
rhetorically.
I'm asking you to go look it up.
Say it. That's
from what I remember. The United States is listed as one of the like top sex trafficking. Or
but you know what? You know what?
So all that organ donor shit. That's gonna probably come out.
You said sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking.
I don't know if we're the biggest.
I
don't know.
Let's look it up.
We could look it up. I don't know how you get those numbers.
I know Texas.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, it's a hot area just because of the ports.
But I'm gonna tell you, man. Listen, when you talk about these other countries, bro, when prostitution is legal,
oh yeah, it gets bad. Yeah,
it's a lot worse because you don't see those red light districts, man. Them girls are working now. They look like they having a good time, bro. But they're trafficked. They're not trafficked far, right? But they're trafficked to a degree. You know what I'm saying? They're made to work. If prostitution is sex trafficking, which basically is what it is now, you're getting a sex trafficking charge now if you get caught being a pimp.
True that. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
or you go to like Colombia or some shit.
So you go to a place like Colombia, or you go somewhere where they have a red light district. You go to the Philippines, you go to Bangkok, whatever. Yeah. They're advertising and putting the women on the street, bro. That's still technically sex trafficking because there's a fucking conglomerates that are working mobs, whatever you want to call it, that are making those women do that. That is still sex trafficking, and that's done on a higher level because that shit's legal.
Yeah, and you could
sex
put them right straight out there.
And labor trafficking. It says the U.S. government maintains. Well, this is 2024 and from Wikipedia, so who knows? The U.S. government maintains a Tier 1 ranking in its 2024 Trafficking in Persons report, which means it fully complies with the minimum standards for the elimination of trafficking. Not that the problem doesn't exist. Key points regarding the U.S. Human trafficking has been reported in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Issue affects tens of thousands of people in the U.S. Nationals and foreign nationals and citizens. Major urban centers and areas are often identified as key trafficking hotspots. Houston, Texas,
right,
historically has a high number of calls to the hotline, and California and Florida also report. But it says that the highest number of victims, Asia, and the Pacific region, it says.
Yeah. Because think about it. They're not reporting. They're not reporting.
Is Arab states.
Makes sense.
We're scoring countries.
The fucking Emiratis and shit, and people going over there and getting shitted on.
Yeah, Libya, Eritrea, Yemen. But it does say the U.S. is a major destination country for human trafficking. But it's not the biggest hub. So I had to look.
I mean, it's still up there, but I'm saying
but it's still pretty up there
because you got to think we're getting the data and we're reporting numbers because we're so analytical in this country. There's so many census of everything. Everybody wants to know the numbers.
Well, if it's a cover up, it might actually be worse than what Google's gonna tell
right. But anyway, then you're not getting no reports from fucking Laos. You're not getting no reports from the Philippines. True. You're not getting no reports from Thailand. You're not getting those reports.
True.
Nobody. You're not getting. Now they do the numbers. I'm sure somebody's probably done some numbers and You're not getting those real numbers, bro.
But it definitely, I think here in the U.S. it's been overlooked that it is something that's actually very
a huge problem,
prevalent. And
It's
they
a huge
focus on crime, drugs,
Which is
immigration,
why I
all this
wanna
other
know-
shit. But I think human
where
trafficking.
Where are the victims? Because they're grown now. I know there was some at one of those committee meetings or whatever, but I'm saying like there's got to be so many young girls that probably either are scared to come forward or whatever. But there's so
you
many.
saw it was like 20 of them ready to testify in the Epstein case, and they were all.
I got to go back and look at the video.
You got to go look at it.
Are they from America? Were they from America?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Like, weren't they recruiting them from wherever Trump be going to, like Mar-a-Lago and shit?
And some of them because he had a spot in like Florida. Because I remember
Mar-a-Lago. Right?
Mar-a-Lago.
Or is that the
Mar-a-Lago is the
And then sometimes
country club city or whatever.
Right, because they'll sometimes just go into like a kind of white trashy area and shit. And just
just grab them.
Right, but like, yo, you want to make like $200, and they like come out their trailer park like, hell yeah, I want to make that. You know what I'm saying?
Next so you on an island, passed out, like.
Yeah, exactly. Next thing you know, and shit.
Trying to call your mama and shit. Mama's like, I left you go with
Hey,
a nice man. Nice man on the plane. What?
Exactly. Nice man. If they don't get those, then they also just obviously get someone who just super young and shit.
Yeah,
and then,
impressionable.
Right, and then at that point, I mean, think about it. Think about if somebody, you know, came to you at like 14 and was like, yo, you want to get on like my private jet and like hang out and like drink champagne? You'll be like, hell yeah, that's cool. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
After that, you know what I'm saying? They ain't stupid because we talking about these dudes was like 45, 50 years old when they was doing this shit. So,
yeah, they had gray hair already, man. They some motherfucking
so them niggas. Yeah, all they did was turn it up a notch.
Freakazoids.
So I would say that I would say that, man. I hope whoever is still alive and whoever is still in, you know, they still in that shit. They get their motherfucking day in court, and you know whatever the fucking bad that happened to them needs to happen to them, because that shit just to me is crazy. And I look at all of that shit kind of like. You know, like how does something like that just happen? You know what I'm saying?
Because
like,
they're all in, and I think they're gonna get away with it too. And you know, I know you trying to roll away for a different topic, but one thing I just want to say is the Department of Justice, that lady from the department, Pam Bondi, she said, "Well, you know, we can't prosecute everybody because there wouldn't be a system." And I'm like, ain't that the fucking point?
Right, ain't that the fucking point?
Clean house.
Clean house. It's motherfuckers waiting to do their job.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely motherfuckers waiting to do their job. Like, there's a bunch of regular ass motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, with regular kinks. If that's a conundrum in itself.
Yeah. So that, you know, we'll figure out what happens with that, because there's a whole lot more shit coming up on the next. I'm sure next pod we'll have more information
and
coming down the pipeline.
do your research too, because I feel like it was so overwhelming to see all that shit. I couldn't always even tell what was fake, what was real. Then you got to double check this and that, and then you like that's so. It sounds so incredulous. But it's actually this is real. This is incredulous, preposterous.
We'll take a
absurd.
We'll take a flip dip over to some sports.
Yeah.
We got there's a few things to talk about, man, when it comes to the sports world. Looks like our beloved Bears might be moving.
Become indie animals. Y'all want to be some indie animals?
What do we think about?
He's an indie animal. He's an indie animal.
What do we think about the Bears making that move? Does it make sense?
Man, it's like, you know, somebody they were saying like earlier, like at my like work and stuff, like, oh, you can't fault them for the business decision, blah blah blah, and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
What's such a great business decision by going to Hammond, Indiana?
Because they saying that pretty much Indiana saying they pretty much gonna front the bill on it. And so,
really? Not only gonna front the bill, it's all tax free.
Right. Exactly.
What?
Yeah.
So
like you wouldn't have to pay taxes again?
They're gonna front the bread, which the Bears are not even asking for them to do, which I don't even know if they're going to take it because they're going to
Indiana.
They basically said,
desperate.
look, motherfucker. Yeah, hell yeah. Look.
They need something. Pacers ain't working out.
You can come and build and do whatever you need to do. Not only are they going to build a stadium, you do realize they're building a whole complex. So there's going to be bars. There's going to be like restaurants. It's going to be a whole Bears
property
town.
and lands it's going to go up.
It's going to be a bear. It's going to be a bear. Think about if you own a. Think about how up it is in Hammond, and think about now what that's going to do for you. People are going to want to go buy property over there just so that they can have something near Hammond.
That was the first thing I was thinking because I'm like, that right now, that's just cheap. Everybody go to what Crown Point, Hammond. You know what I'm saying? If you still stay, some people go to Merrillville. You know what I'm saying, to save money and basically still get the kind of same.
What I'm saying is the boost for the economy,
more bang for your buck.
The great for the
that's
Bears.
Go
for
away.
the Bears, for the Bears is great. Again, tax free, right? They're gonna give you the money to help whatever you need to build, even though the Bears aren't even asking for that. Again, tax free. Again,
well, it's just more incentives. It's like we didn't
more incentivized. You don't have to go through all that. Everything that they were going to have to do in Arlington Heights was going to be. They said they was starting to tax them like 5 times rate. They wasn't going to help them with the infrastructure as far as like helping with the E-way and doing all the little stuff that needs to be done in order for that to actually function properly because that's going to be a lot of traffic. Like think about it. As much traffic it do be on 80, like.
It's already traffic on 80.
It's always gonna be turned up wherever they go. But again, it's 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes here. It's close to me. Hey, listen, I'm right there. I'm right there. Hey, listen, it's gonna be a blessing for me. But at the same time, I still would like for them to be in Illinois for sure, 100%. But
they right down the street right now.
No matter where they go, don't matter. Again, what people don't understand is multiple teams that don't play in the same state that they're in. A bunch of teams don't play in the city that they represent. So we can kill that noise. LA teams, San Francisco, you name it. New York, Dallas, like every team don't play in the city that they in. That's just what it is. And some don't play in the state that they represent either. It's what it is, bro. It's a business move. Like you're still gonna everybody's talking complaining. They're still gonna be at the good Bears.
I mean, most likely they'll still be the Chicago Bears and just being Hammond.
They're still the Chicago Bears. They're not gonna not be the Chicago Bears. They're
not
changing their name to
Hammond
fucking
Bears.
They're not, because if that's the case, it'll be the Santa Clara 49ers. It'd be the Arlington Cowboys. It would be the New Jersey Giants. It would be the Maryland Commanders.
Yeah, true.
So Atlanta, Miami, I think Minnesota. I mean, Minnesota's actually in Minneapolis, but they're the Minnesota Vikings, so they're the whole state. So
they should have smacked that.
They're all right in their cities, right? They're all in their cities. Miami is, Miami technically, they play in the Hard Rock. The Dolphins is kind of like right outside of that, whatever. It was right outside of Miami. It's still Miami. Say North Miami, it's not really Miami. Whatever. Atlanta plays where they at. So all I'm saying is all these damn teams made business decisions because it's hard to build inside the city, bro. Listen, what room would they have to do what they want to do in Chicago? It would be impossible.
I mean, the room that they got over there,
they won't even let them knock that. They won't let them knock that down.
They
can't do nothing over there. They won't let all the people with all that money that's over there. They won't let them touch or do nothing. They had a problem with them fucking renovating that stadium.
Yeah.
So, Bears, coming from a fucking fan who's gonna stick by y'all side no matter what, and you closer to me now too, which makes it a little bit better. I'm supporting it. God damn it. Do what you gotta do. Take your asses to Indiana, get that tax break. Niggas still gonna come. Stop worrying about the backlash. Everybody's gonna be kicking it outside, having a fucking ball. When they see that the new stadium and how it look, it's still on the Hammond's right still by the water. So
yeah, I mean it's not that far.
Whatever. Do what you gotta do.
So take your talents to South Bend. Take your talents to South Bend. Well, my man's is ready to become an Indianimal. I don't know if I feel the same, but you know what? If it's cheaper, maybe I go because I'm a cheap ass nigga. You feel?
It should be. They should be making it. You know,
because right now it's out of my price.
The Bears is the most expensive tickets.
Yeah,
in the NFL.
That's why I ain't went.
You know why?
Every time I think about going, I'm like, I think I done paid more to see Drake than I did.
Do you know why?
But the Bears still, it'd be like, oh, $300 for like nosebleed.
You know why?
Why?
Because they have the smallest
fucking
fucking
stadium.
stadium. It's not location.
So the demand is high.
Man, it's high as fuck.
The demand's
the
high as
resale
fuck.
value is high. All those old ass people that's not coming off them season tickets.
Yeah.
Hold them season ticket holders. They gotta pay for this shit. Not coming off of that.
Yeah.
And they selling them, like reselling them motherfuckers. Fuck.
Yeah. So the demand is through the roof.
Trust me when I
Makes
tell
sense.
you. Trust me when I tell you, it is worth it for everybody. If all the time someone want to get their shit together and they don't accept it, it's really the Governor Pritzker's fault. And I heard he's running for president too. Hey,
I'm not surprised.
good job, buddy.
Hey, wasn't Pritzker in the Epstein Files?
Oh,
yeah, his brother was.
Oh,
Are you sure about that?
Oh,
Yeah,
I definitely saw J.B. Pritzker in that motherfucker, at least in the contact list.
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like that would have came out this point.
No, bro, go look up the list.
I will look
Swear to
at it.
God.
You look at it.
On my mama grave. On 4 and them. Hear that?
And they said also too. They say the I don't know. You've been watching basketball. You watch basketball for the majority. So what's this I'm hearing about the NBA kind of dying right now?
Man,
What is that? What's the situation with the NBA on that?
You know what? I feel like it's
So the ratings are horrible, right?
The ratings are horrible.
Really?
And it's two things.
The players themselves was kind of like being a little bit too iffy, but also I think right now it's also a disconnect between the media too, right? I feel like the media don't know what to talk about.
It's funny that you say that because I kind of feel that too.
So
I kind of agree with that.
So is that the team's fault or is the journalist's fault?
No, I feel like it's the jerk.
Because the way I think the spread of I don't know. Let me let you finish.
I think the game not exciting?
No, I don't think it's exciting because
I watched a couple games. They got blown out.
Too many teams are trying to tank early, like before the fucking All-Star break. Like teams are tanking already. They had to fine a team $100,000 for conduct not fit for the NBA, is what they said, basically because they're fucking sitting players in a 1-point game on the bench that should be the starters. That are people that are coming to spend their money to come see those guys play. So you got that coupled with, like I think he said, the media not knowing how to talk. Because again, who just won the championship? OKC, right?
Yeah, I forgot. I ain't been
forgettable as fuck.
Yeah, I ain't even been.
They're forgettable, not because they're not great. They are great. They're still great. They're still a great team. And Shea was the MVP.
So I mean,
but people don't know. People still don't. People love Shea and respect Shea. If you know NBA, he's really like that.
Sounds like a marketing problem then.
But it is because they don't know how to market that. They don't know how to market that little ass team to win a fucking championship and have a star, a superstar, the MVP of the league. Don't get me wrong. He's got a name. He's got a face, but he's not as marketable. He's probably one of the least marketable superstars that we have.
So then we need more creative marketing.
And even the OKC finals was a little bit once
it was just basketball. Yeah, once Halliburton went down, yeah, it was just basketball at that point.
Right, exactly.
Well, I mean,
it was memorable.
Whole time I'm thinking that like people actually just was watching because they like basketball, but
dude.
When I think back, motherfuckers love a good story. Like
always. That's what I'm saying. That's why people think it's rigged so much because they want to paint a narrative to some degree, somewhere, somehow. Yeah. Even if they're not rigging the games or putting teams together to make sure that they played in the finals, whatever. All right, let's just say that it's 100% on the par, going the course of just, hey, whoever makes it, whatever. They were able to make a story out of something. There's not really a story to be made about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, love the brother. Game's amazing. He don't talk enough. He's funny. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's got some personality. I'm not saying he don't. But he's not a guy that you're like, when you think about superstars, the nigga just won MVP, just won finals MVP. He just won a finals. I can name 10 stars that I would go rather see.
Yeah.
Over here.
Right. No wow factor.
It's just like it's just what it is. It's just like you like he's really
drawing you back
but he's really the story. He's really a great story. If you really think about it, dude, he was a sixth man. He went to play the Clippers. He went to OKC. They like you're good, but whatever. They were trying to get bigger names and stuff like that. And he just kept getting better and better and better and better. And then he finally got so good. They got some guys. They drafted well. They kept other guys from all those picks that they received when they traded away Paul George to the fucking LA Clippers. Yep. He was in that trade. Yep. And he came over and the team has major success, and they're going to continue to have a major success. They got to figure that out with OKC right now because that team is going to be around for a long time. Those kids are young as fuck. They won a championship. Them kids barely can drive. Yeah. They're like 22, 23, 24-year-olds winning a championship. The whole roster. The whole roster is a bunch of kids. Yeah. And they still got a bunch of fucking first-round draft picks that they got. You better figure it out, bro, because that's your future right there. Yeah. And although young kids winning, that's not marketable because there's a bona fide superstar clearly in Shea. But what I'm saying is he's not super marketable to the masses. Yes, he has marketing deals. Yes, he's got branding deals. Yes, of course. But if I ask you a non-basketball fan to a degree, and I said, I said, who won the championship? I said, oh shit, okay, see, I completely forgot. I said, do you know who won the finals? No. Do you know who won MVP of the league too? Yeah, last year as well? No. But I bet you. Even if I wasn't watching the NBA with some of the older times, like I would still know that. So yeah, I could see exactly.
I bet you if LeBron,
without you watching basketball at all, I bet you if LeBron won MVP and won Finals MVP, you would have known.
I would have known. Somebody would have told me for sure. I probably might even watch the game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
I would. Your direct source of contact would be because I'm a LeBron fan. But take me out of the equation, I guarantee you would still know it.
But when I was more into the league, though, they did used to spin a little bit better stories and shit. And then it was kind of like, can Kobe do it again? Is LeBron going to knock him out of his spot? Is so and so about to do this? Oh, here's the main contender. They coming for
these big dogs.
Yeah, the big dogs. Can he do it with the Heat? Can he do it with the Cavs? Can he do it? Can Rose do it for the home team?
Ain't starring like that. Like the new guys in the NBA, like it's. The leagues are centered around team play more than ever right now.
So niggas don't want to see fundamentals. Niggas want to see action.
Even Jason Tatum.
Shoot 'em up, bang, bang.
Even Jason Tatum, right? When he won, and Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP. Tatum felt like he probably should have gotten it, maybe to a degree. Who knows, whatever. But those two guys are really good at basketball. People still don't consider them superstars. Yeah, they consider them stars. But when you talk about superstar, talk about Kobe, KD, LeBron, it's not like those guys are old now. I would concede that a guy, there aren't any guys 5 years and under, 6 years and under right now in the NBA that are considered superstars. Yeah. And to be considered a superstar, I'm sure you'd have to spend a little bit more time than that in the NBA. But there are some guys that came right out the gate and was for the first couple of years.
Yeah.
So who would you consider that's not an old head? That's
like Rose. Right, Rose was like he just
superstar.
And you know what's the craziest thing? The
person he was young.
Who might be the closest to a star, and they played on matchup because we don't watch him anymore. Who's Zion? Like, when's the last time you know what I'm saying?
Because he's supposed to be a superstar.
Exactly, right.
He keeps doing freaky shit.
Prostitutes and fried chicken fucked him.
I know, on my mama.
That's his problem. He succumbed to everything that they said he would succumb to in New Orleans. That's why he's going through what he's going through. Yeah. It was like, bro, you
discipline,
and nobody knew he didn't have the discipline.
Yeah, you gotta have discipline.
Nobody realized he had a problem. That's why he succumbed to the problems of the NBA. More than anything, why it's like you were overweight, you didn't want to lose the weight, then you lose the weight, and then you still get fucking injured because your body's already brittle and you're tender and your tenderness. That's the problem, my nigga. You're too damn tender, Zion. Come on and save the fucking NBA, why don't you? You supposed to be a damn superstar.
Like Raising Cane.
That's what I'm saying. You're damn tender ass.
All tender.
They gotta get it right on a draft. You gotta have another draft.
And the draft, and also the drafts have been really bogus too. That's nothing. There's no stars coming in. There's no stars in college. Everything is a direct funnel. You're starting to see the hey, we're not going to get kids and developing them and bringing them up. We're trying to win now in college now. So I'm going through the fucking portal and I'm just picking up 24-year-olds that are in the portal. I'm a whole team. The team that just won that championship in football, Indiana won the national championship. What's the last time you knew about Indiana being good?
That's crazy.
Do you know what conference Indiana's in?
That's crazy. I actually don't.
They're the Big Ten. They're the same conference with Michigan and Ohio State.
I should know that.
Should know that, right? Yeah. They beat Ohio State and they went on to win the national championship. I saw once they beat Ohio State. I knew they were going to win the national championship. I was. This is my big headedness of my teams. I'm like, oh, you beat us, you're gonna beat them. And I knew they was real. But do you know the average age of the Indiana Hoosiers football team? Not basketball, football. They got like 25.
Oh, so there's some grown ass.
These niggas are grown. They was killing. These are NFL players.
Triple gap year.
These are NFL semi-pro players playing against.
I'm a freshman.
18, 19. Yeah,
real
shit.
Fucking.
They on their 15.
You unk.
Like, hold on,
they had kids and shit. They had kids and shit. Yeah, they had kids. They pulling up. Not all this NIL money, but you know what? Everybody's able to do that. The spread of the talent now. That's the direct effect with NBA. NFL's not having that problem. NFL is still gonna, and the reason why is because first of all, every game matters in the NFL. There's no tanking. You play like you. Yes, there is. Yes, eventually you would. If you're at the end, you want to try to lose a game. If you know you potentially get that first pick. But overall, if you're not first pick bound, everybody's playing every game pretty damn hard because every game matters in its evaluation on you getting picked up, and as much. Although it's more players per team, it's still the opportunity still scarce, and you can get kicked out. Not as scarce as the NBA, but every game matters in the NFL, which is why it's more watchable.
I mean, the average career in the NFL is a lot shorter too, so it's like
that too. And I mean, guys coming out
body,
the game,
especially
and you also
certain positions,
and then now with
like running backs,
with the blow up of the quarterbacks, the young quarterbacks are becoming stars. We saw Caleb and what he was able to do. Drake May just went to a fucking Super Bowl. Bo Nix. If Bo Nix doesn't hurt himself, he's the one that goes to the Super Bowl and plays against them because they beat the Patriots. They would have beat the Patriots if he doesn't get hurt. It's these young stars. These are young guys. These are first, second year quarterbacks coming in and having major success. That is good. That is great for the NFL because they have somebody to pass it on to. Aaron Rodgers' ass is probably going to get up out of here. Matt Stafford is close. He's not retiring, but he's close to retirement. All the old heads have something to pass it on to.
Oh, my God. I can't believe
these Matt old heads don't have nobody.
Old head now. I remember when Matt Stafford came into the league, man. That's crazy.
Right.
That's how you know, like, I ain't, I've been a fan. I just ain't been in touch lately, especially with the kids. I just, a game here and there, but I can't really get too into it. But
rough when you be seeing a player and stuff, and they be like, "Man, look at this guy. He's had a historic career. He still can turn back the clock and stuff. Blah blah blah." And they just be talking about this dude like old and decrepit, and then they say his age and the same age as you. You be like,
"Yeah, oh my God, that's the worst.
That's
the worst. That's the worst.
So
the worst when they talk about guys younger than you. When they say when somebody was saying it was like they said his age, he was like 32. I was like.
32.
You're right.
Like, wait a fucking minute, man. I'm
like,
35, wait a minute. What you mean old?
So,
but I think
nigga still got his motherfucking peps in his steps. You feel me?
To most people, but to the NBA, nigga, you're ancient at that age. If you've been in the league since you were 19, 20. So that's a part of it. But now guys are coming in older, so they gotta figure that out because they don't last. They don't last, and shit, they don't realize what's happening. But because again, what you've seen is what you're getting. The reality is that those 22, 23, 24-year-olds that get an extra opportunity in college to play are a better pick because they're not only are they older, they're more mature. They're coming in with a different level of intensity for the game. Yeah. They have a grown man body versus a 19, 20-year-old, right? A little different for the NFL because again, you have to do 3 years. You can't be one and done in college for football. Yeah. Only in basketball. So for those young guys that's coming in one and done, that's not getting real development. Hey, they gotta figure it out because you're going against grown men. NFL, you get a little bit more time to develop your body and develop things like that. So that age gap isn't super great. It's still big enough for an Indiana team to fucking win because they are much older, but. You get to the NFL, now you're smaller time to be in the NFL because you spent majority of that time still in college trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Only thing you can only draft what you see. You can only draft what you see. So if I'm a scout, all I see is these 22, 23, 24-year-olds. That's all I have to go off on. I don't have nothing. So if I'm a scout in the NBA, same deal. I can't draft a guy when I see this 24-year-old scoring 30 every night. Like, this is obviously a guy I need to fucking pick. I need to go with this guy. You know what I'm saying? He's an older guy. He's, but when he get there, he's limited. He's not on decline, but I mean, he's in that primal stage of most NBA players where they start to either figure it out or lose
where you could build them up.
Yeah, it's a lot of that, bro. So that's a big whole thing with that. I mean, look, my only conspiracy with the NBA, move on, is that maybe they're trying to have a marketing problem, so that way the collective bargaining agreement negotiations next time around are going to be a little bit different.
No, I definitely thought of that too.
That's my only one conspiracy theory of that, and say, look, let's tank it because they're getting too much power. Mm-hmm. Now we need to take some power back. Like, look at the numbers, man. The viewership's down or whatever the case may be. We need to figure this out. Because
certain actions that they've taken with certain games on a game-to-game individual basis and stuff has been weird. I mean, obviously, we know, being in Chicago and stuff, they've put our team, the Bulls and stuff, on a specific special network and stuff. They've done that with a bunch of other teams around the league and stuff. And then and then
they got Amazon Prime.
Is it because they're trying to?
Is it because they're trying to? Shit on ESPN no more. They got it on Amazon.
Are they trying to compete with streaming? Because I mean,
no, they're not competing with streaming. They're going into streaming.
They're trying to integrate
on Netflix and fucking Amazon Prime and all this shit.
I definitely feel like I watched a playoff game on Amazon or some shit like that.
Yeah, football, for sure. Yeah, Thursday Night Football was all on Amazon.
What did we watch the Super Bowl on? I don't even remember, but it was a couple games that I got on streaming.
Super Bowl was on NBC, but it was also on Peacock.
Yeah, it was on Peacock. Yeah, I'm like, damn. That's
where the world going to. Bro. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I did watch the Super Bowl, man. I seen the game, watched the whole game, and I watched the halftime performance.
Did you watch the American one though?
The Turning Point USA, Kid Rock. Down with the
him bouncing around.
Is that even the right song?
Did y'all watch it?
I think that's.
I didn't watch
I don't even know.
I didn't watch it. I was pretty dedicated to watching Bad Bunny. So you turned to Turning Point USA to watch the halftime?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make America great again. You feel me? Man. What you think about Bad Bunny? Look, man, it's Black History Month. Don't play me like that, man. And Bad Bunny ain't even Black History, but I got love for my Rican brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it was decent.
I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool. I didn't understand anything he said, but I felt the vibe. I felt like if it was me,
I speak a little Spanish.
I would have been cool with it.
He was talking big shit. He said some shit. He was like, he said something about.
Yeah, translate for us, brother. What the fuck?
I don't remember everything, but there was some standout moments. Like he was saying that motherfuckers want to be like Latinos, but they don't got the sazon, the flavor. You know what I'm saying? He was talking big shit right there on the motherfucking, and it was all right there, and they didn't even barely translate not a goddamn thing. They did that shit on purpose. I felt like the same whatever statement they was trying to get from Kendrick's, they kind of did the same shit with Bad Bunny. And I fuck with Bad Bunny, man. I've seen Bad Bunny like 3 times live. I done followed him the same way I followed Burna Boy. Like you know how we was talking earlier, like having an eye for music. For some reason, my eye caught Burna Boy, and Bad Bunny, and I've been watching them ever since 2015 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like for a long time, And when they started coming up, to Chicago, I went to see them. And, dude, I mean, yeah, he's definitely changed from what he started as. He started as like a Spanish trap rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like now, he catch him on the right day, he might be wearing drag, you know what I'm saying? But, I don't know. I think he's grown as an artist and shit. I think it was the perfect statement to make. I think, they knew what they was doing. It's a large market of Latinos in the United States that love football that might actually enjoy something like that. I mean, people don't even realize that Latin America, man, has a huge music scene that we don't know shit about because we're not listening to that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was learning Spanish, I did though. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you can listen to a whole. But the criticism he's been receiving for years because reggaeton isn't even reggaeton in the Latin culture is treated the same way rap is. It's not real music. It's not real music. And you want to know why I always felt so strongly about that? Because the rhythm is this Afro rhythm. Just how we were talking earlier about the, you know what I'm saying, the Caribbean
drums,
and shit.
It's different drums, but the same. But
It's an African beat, just like, you know, the platanos and African food. I mean, I guess it originated in Asia, but was traded through trade routes to West Africa and then came to the Caribbean and the Americas through that. You know what I'm saying? Like the plantain and shit. And I'm like, you know, I seen a lot of black folks on social media talking like they white people just because they couldn't understand this man talking that shit. And I was like, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Like these people.
There was a lot of
their culture.
There was a lot of
it was
very,
like,
very uppity niggas. Like my only thing was like, you black, I'm black. Did you understand everything Kendrick Lamar was saying?
He said a lot of shit. He was rapping.
And we understood it because it was English and we talked nigganese a little bit. So yeah, there's a little bit more of that twang of that West Coast, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But don't tell me you understood everything Kendrick Lamar was saying either.
You're not going to
unless you're breaking down his lyrics and really, you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't know the songs, you probably had a hard time understanding what the fuck he's saying too.
Yeah, they just saying that shit.
And he's talking in his own language, but at the same time, it's like that's how I equated it in my head. Like, bro, like, no, I don't speak Spanish, but I can feel the vibe and I know what type of music, the tone of the music that he makes.
Yeah.
So it's just like, just go with the vibe. Like, I'm party having a good time. A lot of females here with the big old butts and they shaking their butt and that's what I said in my head. I'm
investigate that nigga for all the dick shaking he was doing.
I was like, big old booty, big titties, dancing, having a good time, drinking, you know, whatever Puerto Ricans drink. What's their signature?
Coquito.
That's what all I said was in my mind. I was like, I don't need to understand nothing he's saying because, goddamn it. It's a vibe, and if I was anywhere else having a good time listening to this music, I would be enjoying the hell out of myself. So, just enjoyed it, you know.
Hey, it's all love, unless you racist, so you know you can still some of them guys they think they white, you know what I'm saying. But I mean, you know, it's from my experience with Latin American culture, you know what I'm saying. Like they have a lot of the same problems that our American side has too, like with the colorism and the. You know what I'm saying? Just like the media is really whitewashed but in reality it's a lot of black, brown, all type of shit really going on, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, hey, look, and plus, you know, me as a West Indian, my boy, you know, I think I seen Barbados in there. You feel me? So shout out to that. You saw
with a couple of flags or whatever.
Yeah, he brought up everybody. I think the entire Caribbean. He brought up everybody from the Caribbean. I think he brought up like the American flag and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I thought it was a good performance. He shouted out Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff it's been through with the hurricane, with the last time Trump was president. He did what he was supposed to do as an artist, man. Like
he didn't shout out St. Lucia's though. They were kind of
they was mad. He forgot them. I didn't realize he forgot them. Damn.
I didn't know that until I saw somebody who was St. Lucia's. Posted it like
what the fuck? What the fuck? Forgot me, man. Like mad as hell with the accent and everything. What the fuck? It's okay. Future ain't forget about you. Can't fuck bitch thick St. Lucia. You remember that shit? Hell no.
Yeah, I did.
But yeah, shout out to Bad Buddy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Puerto Rican homies that understand it. You know what I'm saying? Wepa, pa que tú lo sepas. You know what I'm saying? Ya tú lo sabes.
Stop showing off, my nigga.
I'm just talking shit, man.
I'm just talking shit. For the language.
I'm just talking shit. But yeah, bro, popped this shit, man. He held it down and he showed love to the rest of us. I was fucking with it. I enjoyed it. But you know, I do like reggaeton too, so maybe I'm biased. You know, how'd y'all feel about the actual game though? Niggas was complaining about the game the whole time too, man.
Oh yeah, the actual game fucking blew. I was so disappointed. But
There was a lot of defense.
But I knew that was coming. Yeah, people was like, no, people say this all the time. People say, like, no, well, you're not a real football fan because when it comes to a defensive game like that, I said, bro, you're an idiot if you thought for 1 second. The only reason why it wasn't a blowout is because when it got to the red zone, their red zone defense is crazy. So the red zone defense for New England was going to step up. So that's why you saw a whole bunch of field goals. So the game was 9 to nothing at halftime. It was 9 to nothing at halftime because they just couldn't get in the end zone. If you knew anything about the game and the adjustments that was going to be made, first off, I already knew Seahawks was going to whip their ass. All I was like, the Seahawks are going to come out and they're going to figure it out and they're going to keep whooping their ass. They were, to me, they were getting their ass whooped. People say, oh, it's a close game, it's a tight game, defensive game. I was like, no. New England was still in shot of making, they were a play or two away from making it close.
They could have came
But
back.
the reality is, in my mind, as a football guy, they're getting their ass whooped because it's like, you could tell how...
New England?
Yeah, you could tell, like, you could tell, if you're watching football enough, you can tell when a team is just outmatched. And they were outmatched every bit of the way.
Like
they got down, the fact that they couldn't score kept it close.
It was like they slowly, they wasn't doing it. Like, I feel like the problem is like it's the same problem that motherfuckers have with boxing. Like, everybody, like, when you think of the greats, a lot of the greats that you think of are heavyweights. And then you want that Mexican style boxing where motherfuckers just throwing punches. Ah! You know what I'm saying? Niggas want that shit from their basketball, their football. I mean, they want it from everything. That's why Americans don't even like soccer, because soccer just never even get like that, really. But soccer could be exciting if you let it be. But, like, motherfuckers want that smash it up, bang it up, football.
Well, it could be if it was like hockey, because hockey's exciting.
Run it down their throat. Yeah. I mean, hockey can get violent too.
Yeah,
but motherfuckers,
but it gets exciting.
They don't want that strategy because they probably not even that smart to be thinking.
The only
about
reason why hockey
like,
gets a pass now, people are starting to watch it more live. And I can't watch it on TV, but when I go to a Black House game, is because of the violence and because of the in between. No, it's not a lot of scoring, but you are on the edge of your fucking seat. The ice is much shorter than the soccer field, and it's like, like every time they get close, you see, oh shit, he got a fucking free lane. You know what I'm saying? And somebody hit that. It's so that in and of itself is exciting to watch. With a sport like soccer, you're not getting that. So that's why it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, soccer to me, I just can't. Baseball, same kind of deal. Yes, when you get a home run, whatever, but the majority of the game is outs, pop flies, you know what I'm saying? Balls, like.
I enjoy a baseball game much more in
It's
person.
enjoyable, it is, but yeah, it's just still, it's kind of like, football, no matter whether they're scoring or not, bro, something gonna pop. You're gonna get a big run. You're gonna get a big, what's the name? Might get it every other play, and it's contact every sport, every play. So that's exciting to see. Somebody getting what we put on their ass. Either you're gonna make a good defensive play, or they're gonna make a good offensive play. One of the two is gonna happen more times than not. Unless there's an incompletion, and there's still a chance for somebody to get their fucking head tore off. So like, there's always that anticipation of something happening. It's right there on the horizon. That's the difference between the sports. It's just the in between. It's just the factor of how much exciting things can happen in a span of an hour or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You don't want to fucking watch the last game of the season and not have none of that until like the middle of the third quarter or the top of the
last
fourth.
stretch.
It's
basically.
like, come on, man.
God and it was like,
I knew the Seahawks was gonna win. It wasn't a doubt in my mind.
I did too.
Right. Doubt in my mind. I didn't have no doubt.
Very obvious to me.
I watched both teams.
And
I was like, they got it. They got it. They have every formula. They got all the formula.
They was kind of sticking it to them.
They got all that shit.
And then it was like, motherfuckers bitch about field goals. But I'm like, okay, if you kind of stick it to them the whole drive, and then you can't really fully capitalize off it, but you making field goal. Then, you kind of put the pressure on them. They don't score. They turn the ball over. Then you get it back. And then you do the same shit to them. Now you up still. And one touchdown, they could take the lead back. But then do it again to their ass. They can't score. You get the ball back. You do it again. It's like eventually I'm gonna score that touchdown too. And I already got these little joints on the board. I already got, like, you know what I'm saying, your confidence. I already got, like, I'm already poking holes in your defense. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of motherfucking time.
They pieced them together, and that's what I'm saying. Is like, if you watch Sam Darnold play all year, and I don't even want to get into the fact that, like, the Minnesota Vikings completely. Like, why you let a guy go that had the season that he had last year and won 14 games for you, I'll never understand, man. I just don't get it. It's like, oh, we're going to get JJ McCarthy. It's like, yeah, well, how's that working out for you? You know, and no disrespect to JJ. I mean, you know, JJ played with Boone. And he also, you know, he's from Illinois. So it's like, you know, but dude, I'm keeping him and I'm taking a chance on a guy that, you know, has the experience or doesn't have any experience versus a guy that just won you 14 games and has experience and has been around the block. The next year, this guy goes to a new team, wins that same amount of games and wins the Super Bowl. You gotta be hurt by that. Like, I don't give a damn. As an organization, that don't look good at all.
Yeah. At
all. And for him to win, I'm happy for him. Man, he was an afterthought. People threw Sam Darnold to the Wolves, and now he's on the top. So that's just another story for
that's a great story. Yeah.
That's just another story for you guys that want to quit. For all y'all out there that want to play a sport and that you find yourself getting thrown out to the Wolves. It's a great time to fucking have a story time, by the way. You getting thrown to the Wolves. You getting treated like shit. Your coach ain't playing you. You having a problem. That you getting going here. You transferring this good. Man, listen. If you stay at it, even for guys that go to the NFL, and he had it, shit, he went to the NFL, he made it. Could have been like, fuck it, I'll be a journeyman and go to team and get a check and, you know, get 10 million here a year and 12 million a year, whatever. You still living good. You still able to take care of your family. You traveling around the world for 6-7 months, you know, playing the sport you love. Who's mad at that?
Yeah.
He wanted more. He never wavered. He said it in the interview. He said, listen, I moved around. I never wavered. His family was like, yeah, like we were all like sad and upset. And he was just like, nah, don't worry. It's not happening now. When I was the guy in the Jets, it's not happening when, you know, I go to Carolina, it didn't work there. Then he goes to San Francisco. He's backing up guys. If it wasn't for Brock Purdy just having an outstanding year, Brock Purdy damn near basically undrafted, or the last guy drafted. He comes out of the woodwork. So Sam's like, God damn, fuck this motherfucker. All right, fine. Fuck it. Wayne Carson to be here. They trade him in Minnesota. He finally got opportunity. He does well. They trade his ass that year too. And then goes to win the Super Bowl. It's a great story. Great fucking story. You bounce from 4 fucking teams and you get treated like shit. You never waver. Yeah. You never fucking waver. You stick and hold to your shit.
It's just like your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Stick to it. You know what I mean? You gotta stick to it. And shit, just like in video games. Like, you know, if you in the right path, that's when you get attacked the most. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be dedicated. You gotta be persistent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta commit yourself, man. You know, you can do things that you'll never imagine.
You can do it.
You can do that shit, man. Do that shit. You can do it, man. You can do it.
Music check in, man. You know, definitely want to, you know, shout out to all the artists that's putting music out there. Of course, as always, you know how we rock when it comes to the music check in. We got to make sure we checking in with the music. You know, and I know this is a crazy way to start music check in. Again, I don't get no fuck. I just want to put that out there. I don't care because I like who I like. Y'all may like her too. But Sexyy Red still coming out with bangers, man. And I'm not missing words about it. You want to have a fight or a discussion? It's up to you. I don't care. Alowwboot, love Sexyy Red's music. I do. I'm a fan.
He want all the smoke.
I'm a fan. I don't care. You're like, oh, she ain't talking about. I don't care.
Shit in the comments.
I ain't expecting her to be no motherfucking MC Light. Goddammit, she ain't no motherfucking Queen Latifah. She ain't no motherfucking whatever other good Rhapsody. She ain't that. She's Sexyy Red. She make music.
Don't she?
She ain't even. She make music. She make music for men that just so happen to have women shit in it. So if I get caught singing, she wanna hang with a bad bitch. She wanna hang with a bad bitch. She wanna hang with a bad bitch. She wanna hang with a bad.
Like, she give me female Gucci vibes.
I'm in the car on the way here. He wanna hang with a bad bitch. He wanna hang with a bad bitch.
But who's the bad bitch now?
I
just want to know.
Listen. I understand that the music, some of the lyrics is being said, it's kind of hard for a nigga to listen to and rap, which is why you niggas don't want to admit it. But the reality is the reality. The shit sounds good. It's catchy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and keep lying about me liking her. So I can hide. I just don't have that in me. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of guys just like cover up like their little shit. They don't want nobody to know. Oh, they listen to this. But I don't care. I will drink a margarita. And I'll listen to Sexy Red.
A gin and tonic.
I'll drink a lemon drop and listen to Sexy Red. You can call me sassy, call me geeky, you can call me whatever you want to call me. I don't give no fuck. Why the fuck should I care? I'm in the car listening to Sexy Red at least once a week. At least at bare minimum once a week, a song or multiple songs is being played.
I would say that's a bit much for me, but I can't.
She's still making hot music.
I mean, shit. Yeah.
You ain't gotta have no fucking opinion about it, niggas. I'm telling y'all, nigga, this wasn't an intervention. Like, why do you lick Sexy Red so much, Aaron? Is it something you need to tell us? Is there a problem at home? Are you having mood issues? No, nigga, I just like Sexy Red music. She's a fucking gangster, goddammit, and that shit hard. That shit hard, nigga. And I fuck with it. And I'm just what it is.
I don't know, man. You don't gotta explain yourself too, but
see, look, now niggas say that shit. Now it's like I'm overcompensating because I'm explaining it. Oh, now I'm overcompensating because I'm over-explaining how much I like Sexy Red. It's the music check-in, motherfucker. If I say I like Sexy Red, I want y'all to
I'm fucking checking in.
I'm checking in with niggas.
Can I check in?
Because I ain't never moved off of that. But you know who else I had an opinion about too? Who? That I was real strong about on previous podcasts way back in the day.
That's all you talk about. That's what Michael Jackson, the state mad about, right?
No, that's Beat It. That's Beat It. That's Eat It.
Eat it.
Oh, okay.
No, this is the shit that Don been reposting all fucking. He's been reposting this on TikTok. The damn Shawn Michaels shit. He's been if you go to that nigga's repost on his page on TikTok, all this nigga has reposted has like been 30 videos of Sexy Red. Shawn Michaels just covered out cheating and angry back. Look, I'm gonna show you.
That's hilarious.
I will show it to you because it's
that's hilarious.
Let me see how many scrolls I can get to before I see it pop up.
Damn. Your algorithm know you fuck with Sexy Red.
Video.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
Shout out.
How many
Shout out to
videos?
them.
Here we go. Hold on. This is it. 5 scrolls.
Yeah,
Look, see.
That shit fucking funny.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious, bro.
Oh shit. Why does that shit fit so well?
They said Shawn Michaels was the first bad bitch.
Actually, sing his own theme song.
I just saw an interview with him talking about it. You know, he was kicking it with Sexy Red like a year ago or something.
Really?
Yeah, it's videos of them together in the car. Yeah.
See that? See, she
lit. That's lit to me.
I mean, that's the same shit Bad Bunny did too.
She didn't make the song for him, but it's just the fact that fits so well, and they actually way before this, like, are cool and shit like that. Because I think she remixed his theme song or something like in the past or whatever. But
see, now that's good marketing. You talk about a story.
That's what I'm saying. How do you not like a girl like that? And then you hear her interviews, or you hear her like talk like when she's just so like. I was like, that don't even seem like that fits your personality for real, but you actually a little bit more meek than people want to give off. Like you, I mean, it's more of a persona. It's more of a persona, but which is funny because it's like cool. It's like it's not you being fake. You really a hood bitch for real. Like don't get you fucked up. But she's not as, I guess, she's more ratchet for the camera and shit like that. But the music sounds great. It just me. I'm just want to hang with a bad bitch. Hang with him. I couldn't help. I'm just in the car, just like looking like a Vice City fucking NPC.
Looking like Grand Theft Auto.
Like CJ.
Yeah, that nigga did one move. It's like, you're killing it, CJ. Shut your dumb ass up. Fuck out of here. That nigga wasn't even doing shit. It's a stupid ass up.
That shit funny as
The
hell.
buttons that you was pressing at the time did not line up with the motion.
Man, it just was just so. It just hit that fucking square. He just was.
Yeah, they definitely.
Oh, you go, CJ.
What
Shut the mess.
What the hell?
What
the hell?
Speaking of women in rap, are women dominating your field right now? This is your field, sir. Do you need
It
to?
might
Do
be,
you,
yeah.
do you need to change some things about yourself in order for you to actually make it now in today's rap? You have the hair already. All you really have to do is put some lipstick on, brother.
We could call you
We can
Red
call-
Howie now.
Yeah, we can call you Howanina.
Howardina?
Howardina.
No, hell no. Nigga. No.
Howanina the Stackz, babe.
Let's not do that.
And let's change
Let's
your whole
never do
image
that.
to a woman
I mean,
for research purposes.
I do
And let's
feel
see
like,
if you make it.
I do feel like the male artists ain't really popping like that right now, but
That's what I'm saying. I think you're
I'm
taking
not-
this marketing.
I'm
I
going-
think you're taking this shit all wrong, brother.
nope.
I think you're going the wrong way about this.
Nope.
I think you need to understand that
I'm taking it right for me.
you gotta make a, you know what I'm saying, with this music shit, you gotta kind of make a transition.
Not that. No,
You know what I'm saying? Over.
that's the wrong word. That's the wrong word to use.
You see how I threw that in there? You see how I threw transition?
That's the wrong
So
word.
you just
to
need to
use.
just make a small
a slight
transition over.
Stop it.
In order to make it.
Though, listen, the optics, right? 30% of our fan base is women. So we can increase them numbers.
And then you can have a segment on the show every day where you just come out and rap. We'll just do some Jerry Springer shit for like the first 10 minutes.
Hell no.
You'll like we'll have some crazy story and then you'll just like bust out in song. Just perform. We'll get a live audience and shit. I'm telling you, listen, I think this will work, brother.
So
I think this will work.
You said your baby daddy. Well, he
You
happens
said your
to
baby
be
daddy.
right here.
Your baby daddy's
in the
addicted to
hallway.
having sex with pies.
Yeah. We have
And
over here in the hallway.
It's crazy storyline.
Your baby daddy.
Why was our parents allowing us to watch that
Dude,
shit?
because we
Oh.
were at home in the middle of the day and there was no reason. We were supposed to be in school. Why were we watching that dumb shit? Because we were
I would
supposed to be in
use the
school.
word allowed loosely.
True that. I mean,
Yeah,
no,
then
And
we
I,
was
was,
watching.
and I had a mean flip
Imagine-
switch for the fuzzy channel. 2 hours.
Imagine coming in.
I would hit the last button. Disney Channel.
Imagine coming in as a parent right now and seeing some shit like Jerry Springer and your kid watching it. You like, hey man, what the fuck is you watching? What the
Yeah.
fuck is she talking? What the fuck she got a wig on her motherfucker? Hold on, man. What the hell going on here? Woo.
So she said she cheating on her boyfriend with
With a
her
midget?
cousin
With-
and the cousin backstage.
And the cousin's a midget.
Wait, yeah,
No,
they just got the stripper pole
that
on the
just threw me
stage.
off. Oh my god, I can't believe we on this
Memory
topic.
lane.
That's so funny when it's like, I have to tell you something. She said, "What? I'm black." Smacked the shit. I was like, "You didn't tell me you were black." And Jerry was like, I don't know how you didn't know this nigga was black." Stupid shit like that. I know it's a couple people that I know that actually I personally know
It's a couple people I know
that were on Jerry Springer.
It's a couple motherfuckers that I know that was that. It's a
I know a few people personally that were on Jerry
no,
Springer.
yeah. I think it's two
Hilarious.
people for sure.
Oh my god. That's
Maury.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You know, Maury used to be. I know. I don't forget who was Jerry or Maury. Remember when they used to bring out like cross dressers and stuff and be like, "Which one is the real boy or girl?" And it's like, yo, this is primetime television. Like, yo,
I don't know why it was though, bro. Like I don't.
Like-
How do we get here? We talk about sports. I mean, we talk about
Alright.
music. Oh my
Music.
god.
I know.
No, man, listen. But it's so funny to think about. We should have another segment about all our previous what's the names too. That would be a good topic. Cause Maury, although I love Jerry, Maury was my like go to, bro. I ain't gonna lie. 100% go to. But women dominating rap. Let's talk about this transition you're gonna make in order to make it. In order for you to be successful today in rap or in music as a whole, I think the women are taking over. That now, this is a complete contrast to, the 90s or whatever the case may be, even the early 2000s, where women in rap weren't seen as it was just kind of like, yeah, you had your few rappers, you know what I'm saying? You had Shauna,
But it was more R&B.
You had Brad, you had your women rappers, but do you think it's because of the type of music that they making?
I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what changed. I do know there's a lot of female artists that are just, I don't know, talented. I also know that, I mean, what are the demographics that be buying shit? So naturally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can make ultra masculine raps and shit still. It's still a lane for that, but like, there might not be any.
Women eating that up too, though. They love that shit too. They love to be. They always talk about not being objectified, but they sure do love that objectifying music.
But that's the thing, though.
They love being called bitches and hoes and raps. But I'm telling you, boy, they the
whatever
ones
the buyers are buying is what's gonna sell.
Just keeping it in the buck.
Whatever the buyers are buying is what's gonna sell. Whether that's Black power, feminism.
Yeah, but we talking about selling on a
free the body,
mass market, on a massive scale. They're buying up the music, whatever it is. You're right.
I think women are better customers than, like, women spend money.
Does it make you a better customer?
Men don't necessarily spend money. Yeah,
but does it make you a better customer because you spend money? I mean, I guess in the eyes of retail. What's a better customer? Because if you go out and buy 30,
if you support everything TVs, I do to the point where I could make a well-off living from your participation in your fanship, I'm gonna gear my shit at least a little bit towards you to make you happy. Whatever even like niggas like Future did that shit. Like, Future is a talented artist. He could have went and did whatever the fuck he wanted to do in music. He could have did R&B. We have track records of him experimenting with multiple different sounds, but he went back to what his core fan base wanted, you know what I'm saying? But I think, like, maybe it's an opportunity for more representation. You have, like, Doechii, you know what I'm saying? Like, Meg was going crazy for a while. Like, you have some, like, slightly lesser known names that are still doing well, like Kendra Man and Callie and all that. Like, it's a lot of, like,
I love Kendra Man. By the way, I've been big on her since, like,
yeah, me too. She's cold. She's cold. And the shit sounds good. Like, it don't, like, back in the day, you had what, like, Gangsta Boo, Nicki Minaj, and then you had, like, Queen Latifah, MC Light,
Kim Foxy,
Kim Foxy.
We
talking about different. But in the
90s,
Kim
what's
Foxy,
the name? Remy.
Oh, yeah.
Remy. Yeah, she wasn't that. Back then, I think she's more popular now from Love and Hip Hop.
She's more popular now, but she had that shit too, though. I ain't gonna stop.
She had that one verse.
I ain't gonna stop. She had that.
Did what she did, and
I'm in the 740 Fizz Ave. I just bought a bike so I can ride.
She had a nigga going like
got a matching jacket, about to cop me a mansion.
Hey,
Gangsters in the club, but you know I'm not dancing. You know, gangsters don't dance with hoodies. Never mind. Oh no, the gangsters don't dance. Never mind how we got in here with weapons and hoodies. I'm
honestly surprised you remember so much of that verse.
That verse was hard. That was the best verse on that song to me.
All I remember
Remy killed that shit.
My niggas don't dance, we just pull up the pads and do the rock away. And I remember being younger and thinking, like, is that nigga allowed to say nigga? I didn't understand it at the time.
Fat Joe is Puerto Rican from New York. Yes, they have a pass. And then nobody gonna tell them nothing different.
It's debatable, but nobody can really stop it.
I'm gonna tell you why they got a pass, because who the fuck gonna say something about it? You gonna have 30 niggas at your motherfucking neck with knives. What you gonna do? You know what? It's just a word, brothers. Y'all can have it. That's why 6ix9ine felt so comfortable saying it. You from New York? If you're a Puerto Rican from New York, they say nigga, bro. Like,
man, 6ix9ine, I'm Mexican.
Mexican, Puerto Rican?
Don't do that.
What I'm saying is that no, not the same. I wasn't gonna say same thing. What I'm saying is that you're both of Spanish heritage. Doesn't make it any different, less or not, that you say it versus them. But if you are of Spanish heritage and you live in New York or you live in a big city like Chicago or you from Texas, more times than not, if you in certain areas, you don't say nigga. Maybe not in the South as much, but definitely up north. You know, come on, bro. I lived in a block in Chicago Heights, man, where all the motherfuckers saying nigga.
All the Mexicans said nigga.
All the Mexicans said nigga.
Go little village and niggas.
But you know what's so funny?
What's up, nigga?
I never got offended. I never was offended. And the reason why I'm not offended is because I know that first of all, they're not our oppressor to a degree. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, but they're not our oppressor. And the ones that are here go through a lot of the same trials and tribulations. And I know they're not saying it as a means to like say it or knock it down. It's a part of their language. I don't care about it. I just don't. It's a part of their language. I'm not fighting that battle with them. I'm just
I can't
not.
say
that's too much of an uphill battle, bro.
I can't say I condone it because I don't know if I even condone that we be saying it so much. But like,
I do.
You kind of
because a nigga need to say nigga, and a nigga gotta say nigga all the time.
I feel you, motherfuckers do be having to say nigga.
Nigga's a big part of the vocabulary.
When you around some Italians and stuff, and they go niggas and stuff.
Yeah, like, just like yo. Now you sauced it up in the wrong way, nigga.
Exactly. It's like
I can't imagine a life without me saying nigga or bitch ass nigga at least once a week.
I was just watching Enemy of the State where he was like, I got jumped by some Guido motherfuckers.
I ain't seen him in a little minute.
Yeah, I don't know what made me watch that shit. He was like, I think the proper term would be Italian American. He's like, but I'm gonna go up there to Patero and get those Guido motherfuckers you was talking about. Casual racism. American at its core.
You gotta love it. You gotta love casual racism. Now, the last of our, I don't know when we get to this part of it, but our last part of the segment of Music Check-In is discussing why the big dog hasn't dropped yet. Why the nigga in the biggest nigga in the industry.
Ja Rule. Where's Ja?
How we keep telling me play some Ja Rule head ass.
Yo niggas, this sucker ass nigga Ja Rule on the plane. He said, you police ass nigga.
Yeah, that's funny.
You mentioned the Ja. Nah, man, I'm talking about the one, the boy. Drake. The boy.
Boy.
When he drop it?
I don't know. The Iceman cometh, right?
Yeah, when he dropped an album this year.
The shit with Party.
Oh, wait,
it wasn't this year, nigga.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, all that shit was like 2 years ago.
I know, right?
Can you believe it?
We're waiting for Iceman to drop.
Is the shit gonna be Fido?
It's gonna be
because there's some shit you can't say now because we talk about the music.
We skipped over J. Cole. The album leaked and the niggas, oh shit, we did skip over J. Cole. Holy crap! Yeah, we did. Over J. Cole. I almost forgot about J. Cole. What do we feel about J. Cole before we get into Drake?
Be honest.
What do we feel about J. Cole's album? I haven't got all the way through it yet.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
I haven't got through it all the way. But from what I've heard, the first
I've heard good and bad.
I thought it was.
I've heard some people complain about some lines that reminded me of when Cole heating up like leftover lasagna, which was, remember when I used to get so bad. He
got a song in there where he's with. He's got a song. I think the song name.
The hardest nigga on the mic got a white mother. Did he say that?
I don't know if it's.
Is that alleged or is that?
I don't know if
factual.
It's Safety or Poor Thing. I don't know which song. It's one of these songs in the beginning. It's one of these songs in the beginning where he's had some very suggestible lines.
Double disc, right?
It's a double. It means 12 songs per. 12 songs per.
And then niggas not trying to hear him talk about being the greatest after backing out of that shit.
He was talking some shit on it though from the first songs I heard. He was very like, but I was like, man,
I reserve judgment. I have to go listen to it.
I still want that, and I wanted that energy when you had an opportunity to. It was like, nah, I'm not on that, but then at the same time, you keep doing it. You can't play on both sides of the fence, bro. When motherfuckers you talk that shit, it's like, bro, it's like you still have to be that guy. You bowed out of something. You had time to make a song. Do that, put it out, and then renege on it. I just don't like it. I can't get over that. I can't get over that because it was your opportunity to stand alone, away from Drake and away. You could have stand and put your back against the wall like they had to. They just went at each other. You could have did what you needed to do, and
niggas would have fucked with it.
I just think, I'm be honest with you, I just think he ain't want that smoke. I just think he ain't want that smoke.
I mean,
it's really
because it was all rap. It wasn't going to go.
It really actually. You remember we was talking about it,
and honestly,
and we did.
After it was all done and stuff, it made me more of a fan of both of them and stuff because they actually just stood on what they were talking about and they
pulled out their swords. They pulled out their swords.
And I was like,
and I'm gonna be honest with you, and I love revisionist history, and I love to kind of go back and kind of take a look at things sometimes and say, hey. I think we were overshadowed with the Not Like Us record because I remember
when that dropped, we was on the phone. Yeah. He was like, man, the only thing that could pull this nigga Kendrick back about that. Ain't nobody trying to hear all the motherfucking shit about the kids and alleged shit. What that nigga need right now is a club banger. And then I got like a little notification. I was like, man, this nigga dropped another song. We was listening to that shit. What the fuck? Certified.
I said he need a club banger. I said he needs something that's gonna play everywhere, and that's what. But the thing,
like
but
a year and a half
again,
straight, motherfucker.
Going back to that,
like
Family Matters, man, still reigns to me as the best. That track to me is crazy. The shit he's saying on there and the way he flowing in and out of that. No, I'm telling you,
I think what
it's
would
more memorable.
I think
it is the best diss track of all of those songs. And I'm stick to that.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna stick to that.
Family Matters.
Crazy.
He didn't hold back, but like I think that some of the stuff that he did, like AI Tupac, and I don't know, those are some things that Drake did that like
Kendrick just opened his mouth.
He didn't
Someone
read the
get
room.
him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man.
Yeah, but like you got to realize, I don't think he read the room because like some of that stuff like sound like a hater.
Rakim, go. He said nobody want to hear that music, nigga. Go model, nigga, model. Said you hit my BM. Imagine who I was hitting in. Whew! If you do the math, imagine who I was hitting in. Come on, man. I'm just saying.
Not convinced.
Hey, listen,
he held his own. We've seen him destroy some people.
6-minute track.
Look, Drake has won some and he's lost some.
Yeah,
you might lose, you might win some, but you just lost one.
I feel like we were robbed of the response record to the fall of Adonis. I think we were of the fall of Adam. Whatever Pusha T said. We were robbed of that. I'm telling you, that could have went totally different from what I was told. What I heard through the industry, me and academics. We're
the shit that Kendrick was talking. So a lot of that shit that Kendrick was talking, like some of it was on point because of how he knew how people might subtly feel about Drake. But like a lot of the shit, like when Pusha T was like, "You are hiding a child," then the nigga Baby Mama popped out, and it was like, "Oh my God. What the fuck?" That shit was like, that record still give me kind of chills because I'm like, nigga, like low key, nigga disturbed this nigga life. He that made him have to claim his kid. But like
that bar, but I'm going to
Kendrick was talking about a lot of shit that never really happened. He was just talking.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what.
And people took it very seriously, ate it up, read into it.
If you go
deep,
back,
but
two things.
2 years later, we never heard about Drake's potential next kid.
Because it's not true. They said they fed the story. Like, they said they fed the story.
I said I was going to run down to 47th if that motherfucker, if the nigga popped out hiding another child.
He said it in the track and said, like, we'll feed you the story and you put it out. So,
hide no kid from my world, hide the world from my kid head ass. Wow, shit.
In the first track where he did the AI shit with Tupac's voice and all that, he said, talk about him being a pedophile, talk about how he likes young girls. He said that. He gave them the fuel to that to say that. He said it in the first diss track. He said it. And then he makes a song that says A minor in it, and everybody's like, oh, and he's like, but Drake, although the song was so good, it didn't, but it kind of should have took the fumes of the fuel out of that. It should have, because he already said, look, this is what you're gonna say. He tried to use kind of that B-Rabbit thing against it. It didn't really work.
Did the same. Kendrick did the B-Rabbit shit too, because he could. But on his album,
no, some of the shit he's talking about, like we skipped over the fact of like
Kendrick
the whole domestic violence thing that he said.
The day free shit.
He talked about abuse thing.
Bro, if you listen to Kendrick,
he didn't say that until after Drake had already said something.
No.
When did he say anything about
that album?
When did he say something about the?
You know that album with Rich? Well, it wasn't about Day Free per se.
What did he say?
Like, it was the album with Rich Spirit on it, and I know that because Rich Spirit was my favorite song, and I did not really like that album. But I listened to the whole album, and he was talking about a lot of the stuff Drake was talking about. Like, could have easily been. Like, it was already in those lyrics.
He said he beat up his baby mom?
Yeah. Not beat her up, but like, he definitely alluded to some issues between them. But with Kendrick, you can't ever tell, because it's like, is he being literal, or is he taking like artistic agency? You know what I'm saying? But like, just like you saying, Drake addressed this and that. Kendrick addressed a lot of that shit too. So like, if you really like reduce it, like it was kind of a sparring match. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know, like when you engage in a rap beef, you shouldn't like sue for defamation or whatever. But he didn't even sue for defamation. He went after the label saying that they backed that shit and tried to destroy him or whatever the fucking.
It's kind of weird that they're on the same fucking label to a degree where they have similar label situation.
We've been talking about marketing the whole time.
And then you're talking about, but then you're talking about a guy who's going into a negotiation year, which this all comes full circle to Iceman and why we haven't gotten it yet because of the shit that's happening, and they don't want to fucking release this album. Essentially, is what I'm picking up from it because of all the shit that's happened. It's like, hey man, once I do this, man, I'm fucking free, and I'm about to fucking either make the most money I've ever made in my life, or
he was already making a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying, but like. It comes full circle to all of this shit is basically saying like that rap beef and all of that was being pushed and fueled, and they pushed that song more not because it was salacious or whatever, because it was shit. It was the hottest record out at that time. He won a Grammy from it. He won multiple Grammys now from the shit. Yeah, listen, but you can say Kendrick won the battle or whatever. All I know is that two things we know for sure came out of that. Kendrick, I guess the stardom or whatever was already there, but it made it bigger because you went toe to toe with one of the biggest guys in the world, and J.Cole pussied out. Those are the two things that I get from that. That's fact.
To tie back in earlier, like I feel like they probably needed that story because male rap is struggling, and even the numbers fell off after that too. Like, I mean, Drake is more palatable to women. Like he. In some people's eyes, he won that shit because like it's motherfuckers that don't do hip hop that listen to Drake because Drake is Drake. Kendrick's a rapper, so you know what I'm saying. Like he has a certain lane and he's very Afrocentric.
And then they proceed, but then because it's like he's supposed to be dead after that. He's supposed to have been put in the dirt, and then they drop one of the hardest joint. Sexy songs for you. He drops one of the hardest joint albums with one of the top ladies man guys of Toronto, and that shit goes fucking crazy. And it's for the it's made for the ladies for sure. Like it was a whole nother way where he addressed a couple things after that, a couple things in that. But for the most part, like,
hey,
you did your thing.
To love me.
You did listen.
That song is
Kendrick said, I like the melodies. I hate when Drake acting tough. And then he ended up doing that, which I believe is a direct at him. He said, oh no, you want me to make that? Oh, I can do that. I can do that right after. I don't even have to come out and say nothing about you. I can come out and do that right now, and I'm still a man. You'll never defeat me. That's the angst. That's what I got from him.
I mean, Drake has a broader market, I think, than Kendrick does. But Kendrick, I feel like people underestimate that Kendrick as an artist, maybe the impact that he has. And I mean, I think that like, I know like it does seem like they just hand Kendrick a Grammy, but at the same time, like he's made some good shit, man. It's original and it's popular. Like, I mean, they had that motherfucker, we gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world was fucking rioting. It was just great time. Like, the people were still singing that song 5 years later during the protests. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he still has a great cultural impact. I think both artists have a great cultural impact. I think, especially me being somebody that pays attention to music outside of the States too, like, you know, like the Caribbean and some overseas stuff. Like, Drake has a huge impact in that realm, like far deeper than people really understand, and that's why it was kind of, because you have UK niggas weighing in on this beef. Kendrick is like American centered. He's like America. Kendrick is like you know, like the Black American experience. Drake is like international nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, he be over there faking Jamaican accents. He be over there kicking it with Central C. You know what I'm saying? Like it was almost like a rite of passage for an international artist to get stamped by Drake. Like I don't know. I know y'all are familiar with Thames.
But you know, Toronto has a very
Toronto's a hub.
It's a hub. Like it has,
well, especially for West Indians.
Bunch of fucking Jamaicans there. Bunch of people from London are there. Like
that's where people go when they don't want to go to America because America be on some bullshit. It's like motherfuckers tend to go to like, especially from the Caribbean, motherfuckers tend to go to New York. They tend to go to like Florida somewhere. They kind of skip Chicago, even though we have a lot of jerk shit here in Jamaica shit. But I feel like you gotta pride out of motherfuckers that they West Indian in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But like Toronto's not that far from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Montreal has a lot of the French speaking Caribbean people and shit like that. But there's like specific hubs that people go to if you from a certain place. And like him being from Toronto, I think, and then they have their little weird accent too. It was weird to us, but like they understand like, you know, like it's a diaspora thing, I guess. And he still appeals, like Popcorn, fucking Vibes Cartel, they all love Drake. They don't give a fuck about Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? He can do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of these, like...
People they put on what he done, yeah, absolutely.
That's why we were having all the beefs with the UK niggas, because they was like, oh, you know what, bro, ate him up. Like, you know, it's like... But at the end of the day, like, I think both of them are solid artists with different types of impact. You know what I'm saying? Fundamentally different markets. Whereas Drake, if he loses the U.S. market, he still has a global market that he could tap into. Whereas Kendrick, he has both, but definitely the content of his music is more geared towards us for sure. Like strictly, but sometimes even strictly narrower than that by making it LA based, and you know that sound is very regional specific. Like niggas like us ain't trying to like
that whole album is very West Coast. So it's like as great as it was a great album. I'm not gonna sit up here
like niggas in Chicago is not like, unless you just like have an ear for music, like which a lot of people still do. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, but like just your average nigga is not finna be like, yeah man, turn on the motherfucking that song that he got with the
It's Not Enough.
Lucky, whatever the lefty, whatever the fuck that nigga name is, the Mexican gangbanger nigga that was on there.
Yeah, Lefty. I know you're talking about.
Lefty Gunplay. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
But you know what I'm saying? Like that's a real regional specific sound that kind of like, you know, like I went to Cali, remember a couple years ago and shit. And I'm like listening to some of the shit. I'm like, what the fuck is a flu flammer? Like, don't nobody, that slang is never gonna leave the region. Right. Outside of a quick joke here or there.
That's the reason why people love this city so fucking much.
Because our slang will lead the region.
Because our slang is just
it's getting traded back and forth between Atlanta and
Bop, Thought. You know, all that shit is just, you know, everything, every little thing.
Trendsetters.
Phone down. All that is just like, dude, like that's why you gotta love this city. Because it can really feed the entire. It can feed the market with all of the different shit that we have and everything that we possess. So you got to be a little bit more conscious of that. But yeah, with Kendrick, with Drake, with J.Cole, with all of them, every single last one of those artists have, I guess what you can call, they have their own. They've got their own thing. Like they got their own grip on where they are. The difference and problem is that we saw that it could coexist, but the reality is that those were two shooting stars that was bound to crash into each other at one point. Yeah. They all are, which is why I, again, still, no matter what, I'm never gonna like J. Cole as much as I did, because you decided to you could have bowed out before. You had the opportunity to not do nothing, but then you did something. And you said, oh, you know, and a man has a right to change their mind. But as an artist who then after that, then continues to pump himself up, was like, I'm the greatest, and I'm this, and I'm that, and I'm that. Like, no.
It's like you
I'm not going to tell you not to tell yourself that you're the greatest, but I'm also would like to hear you say, hey, look, I'm like that, but it's a couple guys that might be more like that than me.
Yeah, but I mean, once you back
down,
you
ain't talking that type of rap. You talking big dog shit.
Once you back down, even
once you back down, you lose the
even
respect.
If backing down was the right thing to do for whatever unknown reason we might not know, once you back down like that, you kind of like forfeit. Like it's like, yeah, you great, on a skill level, or it's always like an asterisk now.
You're never
It's not you're great as in like you a motherfucking battle tested warrior that just lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to be honest, that's one thing you actually could give Drake his respect for, is because he fucking missed his words. He hold back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he spoke his piece. He went crazy. He said some sick shit just like Kendrick did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, if motherfuckers get to talking about me and my life like that, I'm a scrap. Like, I'm a fucking scrap. I'm gonna fuck you up. I might pull a gun on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas kept it hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't seen that in years. We ain't really seen that in years. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done seen, you know, a lot of the niggas from the era still around, but we ain't really seen that in years. That shit made other niggas remember how shit used to be. Like, motherfuckers.
I wish if we had beefs, I wish it
was more outspoken.
I wish if we had beefs, I wish that there was a platform where that all the artists, no matter young or old, popping, super popular, or just coming into the game, that if you have a problem, that platform is so well respected where they have to go there and they have to literally just go ahead and spit like 2 rounds or
so like battle rap,
really like battle
force them niggas to battle rap.
Kind of like almost like, hey, listen, the only can be like I don't even know what that would be. Like, it would be the only platform that would be like, hey, look, it's so well respected and so well regarded that you have to come here to fucking sort it out. Almost kind of like Smack. Like, Smack would be the closest thing that I could think of, but to the point where I guess other artists, it would be Smack, because there was bigger artists that came and did. Joe Budden and at the time, and Cassidy came back. Well, not Cassidy, but so he was started as a battle rapper, so technically that don't count. But you know, like Meek Mill, like, hey, look, you was about, like, look, man, bring it back to the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, like, if y'all want to really sort this out, fuck doing it on the tracks and on wax. Come here and do it. And y'all really get it on right now. Like, be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that would be crazy to me. Like, I would always kind of expose a lot of
artists. It would expose a lot of artists for sure, because I feel like that's not even like the element ain't even the same. Like, I mean, there was a point where I would never have pulled my phone up for a verse. I'm like, I just got to spit what I remember. If I don't remember that shit, then or I'm gonna just make some shit up on the fly. But like now, I feel like there's still like niggas that make little comments and all that other shit. Like, oh, it stands me apart, but a lot of the niggas that be talking shit, like, they records don't even be popping. So it's just like, that's their way to cope with whatever the fuck's going on with their career. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, if you make good music, like, you know, maybe fucking memorizing 360 bars is not for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't take away as your talent as an artist.
Very hard, very difficult.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, like, yo, credibility as a battle rapper, or I don't know, you know, somebody might say you lack the 4 elements, like, whatever the fuck niggas is gonna say. Like, they entitled to say it because it's kind of true, but does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? I don't think so.
It's hard.
I think Meek's a great example of that, because he's one of the few that I think had that like battle rap vibe that turned it into like actually make decent songs and shit like that while still giving bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, not a lot of niggas translate over like that very well. Like, it's like a lot of niggas have either one or the other, or
it's hard. That's why battle rappers have a hard time.
And no
battle rappers have a hard time making it mainstream, and then mainstream has a hard time turning back to battle rap, because you have to, in order to do both really well, you've got to really, your mind has to literally flip a switch. You got to adjust.
Yeah, because it's different. It's different shit going on. I'm telling you, as somebody that has bars, but like, I started off fundamentally like a rapper, but like, I always wanted to just make good songs. So it's like, for me, like, a good bar hits harder in the context of a great song. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's not how everybody looks.
But it's so many. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I love battle rap because there's so many memorable things from these battle raps. So many memorable lines that I'm just like, bro, I hang on to that shit. Like, god damn, that shit. But I do that similar to certain verses or certain like parts and verses.
But it's niche. It's niche. The battle rap is real niche. You know what I'm saying?
It still is, yeah. It's I mean, you know, it's exploded and gone over, but it's still not like, you know, it's in London or whatever. We ain't gonna talk about that necessarily, but I mean, you know, but it's you know, I mean,
what was that funny ass video? It was that dude rapping against that girl.
Grandma, you know about that dude?
When she went in on that dude. He was going in on her, and then she just started going in on him. It was a UK battle though.
No.
That shit was funny.
No interest.
Funny. No, it was like a viral clip. I don't even. That's how viral it was. I don't even remember who the fuck it was.
Rapping grandma. I'm gonna go search it right now.
I didn't see that. I'm not watching no grandma rap.
You know what I'm saying? You know. Some podcasts. I think the biggest thing for the day really is gonna come down to two things. And we often say this all the time. When we say being consistent pays. We noticed that from posts that we've been making, things that we've been doing, subscriber build, you know, watch time. Y'all watch the video all the way through. Watch a couple clips. Let it run, bro. Even if you're not gonna watch it, just let it play and go back to the spot that you remember. We'll mark it down for you. You know what I'm saying? Help us out with the algorithm, and share it to people. And consistency pays. And the second thing is that, you know, to be in any space now, I feel like you gotta kind of want it. And there's a lot of positives popping up again, like we said. We respect to all of them, but it's like, do they really want it? And it's like that. But also, we gotta ask ourselves that question too.
Thanks.
And I think we gotta take ourselves. We gotta take ourselves to task for not only for the somebodies out there, you know, but for our own doing, because it's like we're not doing this shit for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to be able to get what we got to say out to the masses and do that. You know, build your own path, figure out what you feel works best for you, and just go. One thing that just keeps ringing in my head is just don't quit. That poem.
Don't quit.
The men in this room know that poem. That is like, it's so simple, and it's right in your face. It just tells you. The fucking title tells you don't quit.
Right?
You know exactly what it's about. But the reality is that that's really the only way to fail.
Is by quitting. You know, a lot of,
because even if you work on something for 10, 15 years and it doesn't go to plan, there's no way you
still
can
learn a bunch of skills.
No way you can't. There's no way. Yeah, exactly. There's no way you can tell me that you have not grown in that space to some degree.
Yeah, you're gonna hone something. You're gonna tune into something. You're gonna develop a network or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if maybe you got the wrong angle right now, you could take all of those transferable skills and pivot. You know what I'm saying? So, or
pass the knowledge on to somebody that may have a little bit of an it factor or something else that may help them and then grow and cultivate them. You know what I'm saying? You know, you not having direct success does not mean that you won't be successful in the space that you're in. That's
I think one of the things that holds a lot of people back, especially in Chicago, is y'all niggas. Everybody think they're a celebrity. Everybody want to be the main character. Everybody, and you the main character in your own life. That's why we telling you don't quit. You know what I'm saying? But everybody want to be that guy, and you might not be that guy in the way that you think you that guy. Maybe you need to adjust your role. Maybe you need to adjust your angle. Maybe you'll be more fruitful doing something else. But you want to be the dead horse and be, you know what I'm saying, like this thing that you had in your mind 10, 15 years ago that maybe you could have grown past, but you so focused on being that thing you never grow. And the reason why I say this is because I've been that guy. I've been that guy.
I think we all have. I think we all have.
I've seen myself grow past that. Even in my old age, when they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, look, be true to yourself, man. It's okay to be you. It's going to be more well accepted. And if it's not well accepted, you know what I'm saying? At least you was true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't quit. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep progressing. Keep growing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a motherfucking marathon, not a sprint. It's okay to sprint sometimes. But it's really a marathon. Like, it's a lasting, like, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers that really, you know, you might not be like Joe Budden. Or you might not be a superstar. You know what I'm saying? With the podcast game, with the rap game, with sports, whatever. But, like, if you lock in, you going to get something valuable for yourself.
For sure.
Up out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you never know. Shit, one day you might Get an island.
With a trap door into the water.
Some podcast. You get you that island.
Don't get the island.
Get the island.
And if you do get the island,
I
don't
think-
throw no festivals or have no politicians at your shit.
I think if I do a fire festival on the island, I think it might work.
Speaking of islands, I just want to say before.
Come on, what you mean? Speaking of islands,
Speaking of islands, I just want to say this. Nicki Minaj, I'm really disappointed in you, baby. I know, as a Trini, as a woman, as a black woman, I know you're trying to get that citizenship, shorty, but damn, I'm like, you out here cooning for real. I'm sorry.
She got tricked to us, spot.
Man, look, shorty, look. How you outdo Candace Owens. you what is it? What did he say? Brian Goble makes Colin Quigley look like Malcolm X.
Wayne Brady.
Yeah, Wayne Brady makes Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X. I make Wayne Brady look like Malcolm X. Huh, motherfucker.
I mean, but hey, you know,
she made Candace Owens look like Malcolm X, man. You making Candace Owens look like she makes sense, man. I'm disappointed as a fellow West Indian.
Sometimes, you know, I mean, Candace Owens makes sense. Sometimes I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a biggest fan, but you know,
I believe I believe that Candace Owens
believes that what she's saying. Yeah, exactly.
Some of the shit
it's different from somebody who don't. So it's like I stayed away from the Nicki Minaj topic just because it's like it's a no topic to me. It doesn't mean because
it's
not even interesting. She's not
a broke clock right twice a day. She still move like she got one of them little stiff wigs. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit like that.
You know what I'm saying?
She definitely give a stiff.
Definitely
stiff
like.
energy. Yeah.
We know. But anyway.
Nah, man, it's a Something podcast, man. You know what it is for us. We thank you and appreciate you for tuning in as always.
You already know.
We want to shout out to all the people that's working in the city. You know what I'm saying? We're coming off of an extremely cold ass, like, I'm not gonna say cold winter because it's still winter technically, even though the weather's nice. But there's a lot of people, that's on the streets right now. There's a lot of people that's not able to have the shelter the way you are. Reach out, be a hand, lend it to somebody who may be in need. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be no massive organization or anything like that at all, man. 1-2 people a day, if you just help them get something to eat, that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a warm blanket, maybe a shelter for the day, whatever the case may be, because we are going to experience our second winter at some point. So just keep that in mind. It's not over. But just be a helping hand. We appreciate everybody who's paying attention to what's going on in the world. Babe, man, just be eyes. You ain't always got to be a voice, but be eyes. Keep your eyes open. The Something podcast gonna bring to you what we need to bring to you. Don't forget to like, comment, and
subscribe.
All time, always become a somebody. Don't be a nobody. We thank you. We love you. Get that island. Don't do stuff on it though, but get it if you can.
Just go there and read.
Yeah, you ain't gotta do. Just get
take
that
a
island.
look. It's in a book, nigga.
Don't get that island, but you ain't gotta do stuff on that.
And make sure to check their IDs. You fool. That shit.
I don't even know. That's not good. That's not good
reading.
Advice. Yeah, that's not good advice.
Well, they wasn't checking IDs. They know what they was doing.
Yeah, because you come in there with the. Yeah, you no.
You a 45.
Because you already come in there with 50. Bad intentions. So you checking. Yeah,
don't get the island. Just
stay away
just move where we can keep an eye on you.
Peninsula, my nigga. Just don't get no island, okay? Get water on 3 sides, not all 4.
Just stay on one side of the lagoon, just slightly out of town, and then we could just come up with a pitchfork if you act out loud.
Some podcast, man. Host does absolute most with the Alowwboot, Howie Stackz, C-Moss, man. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Until next time, you know what the fuck it is, baby.
You know what the fuck it is.